Alright, welcome back. Okay, so for this episode, we are going to be doing a lot of social links. A lot of them. Especially a few social links I've been kind of putting off for a while. Like the Strength Arcana. Time to finish that one up. Right quick. Yeah, we haven't been hanging out with Daisuke or Ko for quite a while.
Alright.
I think the last time we hung out with them was before we kicked Adachi's ass. So that was a little while ago. But now it's time to go ahead and max it out. Time to play some soccer in the snow. And now we're seeing a bit of a change in Daisuke. Like before, the last time we saw him, he was doing things half-assed. Now he's totally ready to just start working out. Time to run the snow. Get moving. Daisuke's got his passion back. That's good. Again, I forget what happens in Ko's social link. I think it's more or less the same thing. Now he's gotten his passion back for basketball. So, again, Ko's issue in his social link more or less focuses on, like, his family problems. Daisuke has girl problems. Ko has family problems. And I feel like we've already dealt with a few social links that dealt with family issues. Ooh. The same kind of thing goes with Ayane from the Sun social link, where she had, like, self-esteem issues. I just felt more comfortable doing the Daisuke and Yumi social links as opposed to the Ko and Ayane social links. Because I've done these a lot more than those other two. So we got the Spike Brush. Clean your cleats. Gotta get all that snow out. So wait, if Daisuke liked clean soccer balls, was he as like adamant as Ko was about polishing basketballs? Suddenly they both get into like a polishing match. I bet I can polish my soccer balls more than you can polish your basketballs. You're on! Oh! And they just do that for hours. And then Narukami just walks away. Oh, we're back in Aya. Seriously. Narukami's gotta be tired of eating the same damn food every time. I think, like, Aya actually makes a bigger impact in the anime than it does in the game. Because the daughter of the owner shows up, like, frequently. She just shows up out of nowhere, no matter where you are. If you order on the road, bam, she's there on a little scooter. They even had her deliver food whenever Narukami, Yosuke, Chie, and Yukiko are being chased by Kanji. Like, I bet if I don't know if they touched on this in the anime, I forgot.
What?
I bet if they ordered, like, Aya in the TV world, she'd frickin' show up there. So goofy. Well, anyway, we've established a true bond of friendship with Daisuke and Ko. So we help them get through their troubles.
Aww. Thanks, man.
So with that being said, bam! Rank 10. We are almost done with all these social links. There's not that many left. And our reward for maxing out the Strength Arcana is Zhao Gongen, which is the persona I've been using for upgrading the Strength Arcana. It's just a giant blue guy with these like Varja daggers, and he hits like a truck. Of course he does, because he has a bunch of he has high strength, and he's a representative of the Strength Arcana. I don't really use him that much though. One who demands surrender. It looks pretty cool, though. And I think it actually pops up in the Devil Survivor anime. Devil Survivor 2 anime, I should say. Because I don't think they ever made a Devil Survivor 1 anime.
Really?
And now Daisuke wants to go on the triple date. Which is weird, because in the anime, yeah, I keep bringing that up a lot. In the anime, Daisuke is the guy who shows up for the group date cafe thing. And not just the school, and not just the class representative. And he's voiced by David Vincent. Now, if you don't know who David Vincent is, he's the guy who voices he's the guy who's the standard voice for Robin in Fire Emblem Awakening, and he also voices Senketsu from Kill la Kill. And his first instance of saying girls are stupid. Okay, and anyway, since it's winter, we can't grow vegetables. So instead, Teddy's introducing us to a new mechanic. I say a new mechanic. He's introducing us to the thing that replaces growing vegetables. Which I think is a little late, given how useful this would have been early on. We find hibernating bugs, and there's a Tatsuhime ladybug, an Inaba jewel beetle, and a bunch of other bugs that would have been super useful early on in this playthrough. What's the point now? What am I going to use these for now? These would have been super helpful for the Fox social link whenever I was going fishing, and just spending day after day after day of constant RNG bullshit of trying to get the freaking Tatsuhime ladybug or a Inaba jewel beetle. But now they just pop up here. So, cool, I guess, if I want to go fishing again, which I don't. Fishing is fun, but I got other stuff to do. So yeah, instead of planting vegetables, which we didn't really do that much, we can now go digging for bugs. Which I'm not gonna do. Sorry. So it's time to head to the shrine, again. But now Narukami's rocking his winter outfit. He's got himself a big old white peacoat. And of course we're working on Aries' social link. It's gonna be done soon enough. The Temperance Arcana will come to a close. But not this update. Honestly, I want to say that the Temperance Arcana is probably one of the last social links I finish. Wait, what? Yukiko wants to hang out with us? What is the deal with this? That's interesting. I thought we already finished up the Priestess Arcana. And Kanji too? Now this is just plain weird, isn't it? Could it be this is another Persona 4 Golden exclusive event? Who knows? I guess we'll just have to find out. Well, I'm sure those are the only two who wanted to talk, I'm sure. Oh my goodness, Teddy! Teddy wants to talk to us as well. Huh. Now this is a bit bizarre. Oh, and Naoto wants to hang out with us again too. So I guess we're gonna have to find out why everyone wants to hang out with us again a little later on in this update. Here's a bit of a spoiler. It's awesome. It's awesome is what it is. But more on that a little later in the update. For now, we have another thing to attend to. Because someone is waiting for us in front of the gas station. It's Rise!
Oh, Senpai.
Gotta upgrade that team attack. Hot springs would feel really good at during the winter, wouldn't they?
Come on.
So yay! All-out attack strength is even better. Which helps out a lot. I want me some heavy damage.
Oh, Sensei's home.
Oh, so now Teddy is packing the fridge this time around instead of Nanako. I suppose it does help the house feel a little less empty now that Teddy's here. Gotta go to the shrine and draw some more fortunes. Time to draw for Hisano. Because Hisano deserves some love. I like Hisano. And it's time for more of our party members to come over and say that they want to hang out some more.
What's up?
This is all building up to something really cool, which we're actually going to see on, which we're actually going to hang out with Yosuke now. I figure it's only appropriate. He was the first social link that we hung out with, and it's only appropriate that we start off with him.
Yo!
Oh, but Chie wants to hang out too. Chie was the first lover's path we went for. So we got both of the firsts here. So let's go ahead and hang out with Yosuke.
Yo!
See what he has to say now that we've already maxed out his social link. Yeah, Yosuke's not feeling so hot considering, you know, Narukami's gonna be leaving soon.
All right.
Spring's coming, but hey, we still got a few more months. Time for another voice-acted cutscene. Are we gonna start punching each
It's been
other?
a while since I last talked to you one-on-one like this. It's been pretty busy in the department I work in. I'm still doing that consultation thing too. I caused you some trouble too with that message, Eunice. Really? That's good to know.
What time at Juness did cause us some problems? Because there were quite a
I
few.
was constantly irritated, wondering why that stuff was happening to me. I was overworked just because I was the store manager's son, and on top of that, tons of people took me for granted. I thought no one was thinking about me,
Aww. Yosuke, I think about you.
but that's not how I feel now.
You're one of the best characters in this game.
I took a roundabout way realizing this, but one constant in my life is that people rely on me. I thought before that I was shameless for being like that, but I just don't mind it. When I'm doing things for other people, it helps me try harder.
Yeah, that's a good way to live, Yosuke.
When Nanako-chan was kidnapped, didn't you think I was surprisingly on top of things?
Yeah, you were totally there. You were the only one I could rely on. That's not true. I picked that for another option, but that just
Yeah,
sounds
something
kinda...
like that,
That sounds kinda mean to everybody else.
In any
But
case,
Yosuke was definitely
I
there.
tried pretty hard at the time. Of course, I was serious about wanting to save Nanako-chan and solve the case.
You were also serious about wanting to murder Namatame.
Mainly.
It's a good thing you backed off of that
because I
pretty
thought
quick.
We were going through some tough times. When we were debating dropping Namatame into the TV, I was just seeing red.
Really?
I was so overwhelmed with hate and wanting to blame everything on him that I stopped.
Now, to
thinking
be
for
fair to
myself.
Yosuke, in the anime,
Same
I've already
thing said
explained
about
this
what
before,
happened to Juness.
but in the anime, Narakami was the one who needed to be wrangled
If I
back,
ignore them and
because
say
he was about to
something
murder
else, I won't get
Namatame.
anywhere. I'll forget what's important,
Oh,
and I
jeez.
won't be able to be proud of myself. I won't be able to say I did my best. I want to keep pushing myself like that. I want the people I care about to be happy.
Yeah, there you go, Yosuke. I gave Yosuke some shit, but he's really just a good guy. A bit snarky, but he's an overall really cool guy. Oh, but wait, what's happening? Oh, he's attained even greater power. And Susanoo becomes Takehaya Susanoo. And it has a mighty sun afro. Look at that. It's got a big old fire afro. And he learns the move Youthful Wind, which I love. Okay, remember how way back when I said I wouldn't be using Yukiko because I had a means of kind of supplementing her? This is Yosuke's turn now, because Youthful Wind is one of the best new moves in the game. And it's a unique move only for
This is for
Yosuke.
real?
Because it has the
There's a
same
lot I'm
effects
grateful
of
for
Mediarama
this past year.
and
The
Masakuja.
biggest
So
thing
not only is it healing you,
was that I
it gives
never
you a boost to your evasion and
Ever lose
accuracy,
your way,
which
I'll
is
go knock some
great.
sense into you. It won't matter if you're
And
in
also,
engineering or
Yosuke
in
has
somewhere
like a little
dark and
cut-in
bleak.
animation.
That's what partners are for, right?
That's the only proper response. They're partners. They're the best friends. They're the best of friends. Yosuke and Narakami. So yeah. Basically, now that everybody wants to hang out with us again, they're all going to get third-tier personas, which look great. They're just so cool.
Welcome back.
Also, if you didn't notice, Takehaya Susanoo got a resistance to fire, which is cool. Now it doesn't take any fire damage. So that's a nice little added benefit. No fire damage, and it's just super cool looking, and it's just, oh man, it's great. So we're going to be hanging out with Naoki a little later on. Not in this update, but in a future update. Naoki and Eri are some of the last social links I finish up. And they both deal with family issues. So who's the next person whose persona we're going to be upgrading?
Oh, Senpai.
It's going to be Rise's. Seems appropriate. Seems appropriate. So now we're going to go ahead and upgrade our love interest's persona. Which, in my opinion, her third-tier persona looks the best out of all of them. In fact, all the third-tier personas look the best. Which I felt was kind of a bit of a letdown for Persona 4 Arena.
Thank you, Senpai.
And Persona 4 Arena Ultimax, considering those take place after Persona 4 Golden. And the main characters only use their initial personas. Like, their very first tier ones, not even their upgraded
okay to
ones.
come out today?
And I felt like
Did you have anything
they
you
could have
wanted to do?
easily used the third tier ones. Now, that might have just made them overpowered, or
You remember
I
when
guess the
told you
first tier
before
are the
that I
most
had a number one
iconic.
fan? A girl who was being
Whatever.
bullied and would send me letters? She sent me another letter. She says she's going to stop being my fan.
What?
She's made friends with someone, but her new friend is a fan of someone else.
Well, you can be fans
Soon
of other
she said
things.
Something like, "I'll quit being your friend if you stay a Rosette fan."
Well, that's a shitty
She'll
friend.
be cheering for me in her heart, but she won't be sending me any more letters.
That's a shitty friend. But you have another fan right here. I'm your new #1
You
fan.
mean you, Senpai? You really are kind.
Kanami's got nothing on you. Absolutely nothing on you. You got this, Rise. You're the best.
Relationships between
And you got the
people
best fan of all. You got Nanako. Nanako loves you, Rise. She's a
mutual
huge
respect
Rosette
between
fan.
her and me. I don't even know what she looks
And I
like.
mentioned this a
but I
little
know she
earlier
has a pure
before.
heart.
When Nanako gets into the idol game,
that
she
she's just
freaking
a
like stomps
But when
Kanami.
another person enters the picture,
Like to the point where Kanami's like, oh man, this little girl, she's just starting, but already I'm feeling a little nervous for my job.
there's no malice involved.
Because that's how
It's
powerful
honest.
Nanako is.
Yet we end up hurting each other, becoming lost. It makes me so tired sometimes. But that's why I want to keep trying my best. I mean, I am an idol after all. Thanks. An idol isn't some doll in a window being held up for public display. I think it means somebody who can endure things and stand their ground, no matter which way they're pushed. Even if that girl doesn't write me letters, I bet she'll still watch me if I'm on TV. I can be her strength, as well as many other people's strengths.
There you go.
Even though many things may not go my way and I may be troubled, swept off my feet and get lost, I won't lose.
That's a constant thing in like RPG, JRPGs or
That's the
anime.
resolve
I won't
found
lose.
after meeting all of you.
Anyway, it's time for Rise's persona to upgrade. So Konzeon becomes Kozeon. I don't know how to pronounce that properly. Kozeon? It's very similar to Konzeon. Kozeon. Complete analysis. It's an okay upgrade. It's not bad. It looks really cool because it has a giant, telescope for a head.
Yeah, I can tell. I sense a power inside of me that I didn't have before. I've learned so many important things from the people I hold dear to me. Senpai, I feel like my heart is about to burst. I'm so excited about the future now. Hardship and sadness and everything, it can all be changed into the power to take a step forward. I'm still just getting started. You and everyone else, you're all gonna keep changing too, in your own ways.
Everybody's gonna get a
I'm not scared
third tier
of a
persona.
long-distance relationship either. When I'm lonely, my love for you will grow stronger.
See? Rise can handle a long distance relationship, unlike
I'm
I.
smiling for you. So you smile too, Senpai. And tell me you love me every once in a while, okay?
Hey, there you go. Now, I haven't been looking that much into Persona 5 because I want to stay somewhat blind whenever I first start it up. But I've heard, like, the canon romance is kind of being heavily debated. Although I think I've kind of heard that the Lovers Arcana is not the, like, quote-unquote canon romance. I think, actually, it's being debated between Futaba and Makoto. Which I'm cool with. I like Makoto. Makoto's cool. If that's the canon romance, hey, I'm cool with it. I'll still try pulling off the lovers path, the solo lovers, and the harem path. I'll try my best, but I've heard that it's going to play out a little bit different in Persona 5 than it is for this one. Narukami, you might know about alcohol. Also, bury the demons. That's a pretty cool name for your alcohol. Symbolic for burying the demons. Don't bury too many of your demons, otherwise you'll get shit-faced. And then there'll be more demons. Alright, it's time to upgrade another persona. This time, it's time to go ahead and upgrade Naoto's persona. So I wonder what Yamato Takeru will become. Now, actually, there's two different versions for Naoto and the other female characters, rank 11, as it's kind of been dubbed. Since we've gone for the friendship route for Naoto in this portion of the playthrough, I will of course show off the romantic version at the tail end of this update.
This place is covered in snow too. It's chilly, but I like the winter and its tranquility.
I agree.
Things have become
Winter
so
is
peaceful
nice.
lately.
I like it when it's
finally
cold,
feel like I've gotten used
because it
to
lets you go ahead and bundle up with a
People
big
of
old
Inaba
blanket.
are thinking about the
Get some
events
hot
that
cocoa.
transpired and are making an
Helps
effort
you
to
sleep
make
a lot
the town
easier, too.
better. I've heard that a lot of local government projects are being considered, such as bringing back old festivals. It would seem that they're trying to revitalize the town commercially, but I think the people yearn for connection.
Bonds, if you will.
But as time passes, everything fades away eventually.
Why you gotta bring it down like that, Naoto?
Whenever I handle a serious case, I always come across a certain problem. Man can forget about painful memories, and in doing so, wipe away tears and learn to stand up again. But because we forget, we repeat the same mistake that caused those bad memories in the first place. Being able to get used to difficulty is a strength, but people make mistakes because they get set in their ways. But after meeting you, I feel as if I've found an answer to these doubts. I feel that as long as you can find something precious in your heart, something to protect, you'll be okay. And as long as you have that precious someone, no matter how much you forget, you can strive for a better future.
See? There's always a light at the end of the tunnel.
Of course, I have people who are precious to me as well.
Yeah!
That's why I'm thinking about doing whatever I can, for them too. This isn't just about me.
I'ma catch
I draw
those
my
Phantom
strength
Thieves
from
in Persona
everyone
5.
else. They keep me alive.
That Goro Akechi
I've never
bitch is
considered
nothing compared to
things like
me.
that before.
Naoto Shirogane, ace
And,
detective.
Of course, the ones who taught me to
Let's
think
see that
about
fucker
me
top
more
me.
Than you and all my other friends. Thank you. Really.
So of course, upgrade time! Yamato Takeru becomes Yamato Sumeragi, which looks pretty cool. It's got long, flowing golden hair, and now it's all red. And it learns the move Shield of Justice, which is one of my all-time favorite moves in this game. Because Shield of Justice just says, fuck you. No, that didn't happen. Basically, it cost a bunch of SP, but that doesn't matter. When Naoto uses Shield of Justice, nothing hits you. No physical attack, no magic attack. It just blocks everything for your entire party.
I wonder if this means that
I
I'm
like
still
it.
capable of
It's good,
change.
and it's very
I'm going
useful
to keep
for
learning from
and it's
here
going to be
on.
very useful
And
for
as
something a
long as
little
I
later
do,
on in the
I
Let's
can
Play.
always change. That doesn't just apply to me. I'm sure the same can be said about you, too. I'm starting to look forward a bit to getting older. Me, you, and everyone else is going to keep changing. We'll all be having effects on each other, all those years. I want to watch how all of us change each other all throughout my life. That's what I truly want.
So we'll see what the more romantic version of that looks like toward the tail end of this update.
Welcome home!
So it's time to go to the shrine once again. Hot diggity. Gonna draw it for Eri once again. I know, this is probably getting a little old for people. But I want to make sure that this social link feels like it needed the most attention as far as, like, getting fortunes went. Everybody else's was pretty easy to work with. I've already explained this, but still. I may not do a bunch of side quests, but I wanted to make sure that that social link was done. I want to get all the social links done.
Yeah, it's me.
So yay, Nanaka's gonna be out on the 20th. So 5 days. So hey, since we've gone ahead and beaten Adachi, maybe we can actually get something from the shopping channel. What does Tanaka actually have for us? Because he's already probably sold his entire surplus of gas masks. I guess this is a P4G exclusive now too, isn't it? A Book of the Void. Or Book of the Void and Giant Candy. Or Bead Chain. Oh, and it's some Cyclone Magatamas. Huh. So either an equipable item or a bead chain. I go for the Book of the Void. I don't use it, but hey. It took me by surprise, because I don't think I actually use the shopping channel on regular playthroughs that much. So I was curious. Well, it's good to see that Tanaka's actually back to selling some useful shit. But in the meantime, we have a social link to go ahead and work on right now. And I believe it's to hang out with our good friend Hisano. I believe it's time to go ahead and finish up this social link. Let's see how Hisano's whole plot with her husband and moving on has resolved itself. I guess she's leaving. Okay. I've decided to move. Oh, that's nice of them. Oh.
Will you accept this?
An old fountain pen. Ooh, fancy. I like fountain pens. I don't use them, but they just look really nice. That is so sweet.
Thank you.
See? Hisano's social link turned out really well. And it ended up pretty nice. The Death Arcana in Persona 5 has got a lot to live up to. Oh wait, the Death Arcana in Persona 5 is that hot nurse. Okay, never mind. Gonna be a bit of a different interpretation. Because in Persona 3 it was a small child, Persona 4 it was Hisano, and Persona 5 it's a hot sexy nurse. Not sure if I'm comfortable with a nurse being the representative of death. But then again, the nurse in this was a representative of the devil. Huh. Okay. And in Persona 5, the representative of the devil is a news reporter. All right. Well, in this one, he has one person that he loves. Of course, Narukami has people that he loves.
Live a long and full life. That is the greatest thing you can do for your beloved.
Aww. Words to live by. Good words to live by.
I hope that one day we will meet again.
And thus ends the Death Arcana. I enjoyed that social link.
Welcome home!
It had a bit of a... It had some sad moments, but it turned out pretty well. It actually turned out a lot better than some of the social links in Persona 3. Because in Persona 3, if you thought the Sun social link in Persona 4 was harsh, in Persona 3, spoiler alert, the representative fucking dies. Yeah. It's not great. So we got until the 20th until Nanako and Dojima come back. Which will probably mean a cutscene. I like Chie's jacket. I like this outfit as opposed to her, I like her winter outfit as opposed to her midwinter outfit a little bit better. Because that jacket looks really cool. I think it's Chie and Naota who have better winter costumes than who have better midwinter Yasuo costumes than their regular midwinter outfits. Well, at least in my opinion, I just like them better. So we're gonna hang out with Rise again and go to the hot spring one more time. Gotta upgrade that team attack. It's very useful. I really like Snowflakes. It's a nice song. And then it gets cut off. Whatever. It's just a very relaxing theme song. Very appropriate for the winter.
Come on.
Welcome home!
This evening, we're not going to be going to the shrine for once. I know, it's surprising, isn't it? I think it's about time that we do something that we never attempted before, but may as well. We went here once before, many, many updates ago. But now, I believe, I forget the reason why I come here. I think it's nice to go over here. Shiroku Pub. We're going to be working here for this update and a few other updates. This is a nice way to upgrade your social link stats. But it's also a decent way to make some cash. So of course, we're not going to be drinking anything because we're too young. But basically we're just cleaning out glasses and plates and having chit-chats with some of the customers. Depending on who's sitting at the bar will determine what kind of social link upgrade you'll get. Different patrons have different stories to tell. The only patron is this brave old man. Alright, it's time to upgrade another persona. This time, I believe we're gonna hang out with Chie. Chie needs some love. So wait, why are they in their regular, like, Yasogami High uniforms? It's still snowing. It's still frickin' cold. Put on your winter ones. Or your midwinter ones, whatever that's called. Only reason I bring that up is because now they're in their midwinter outfits.
My moves are as sharp as always.
It's frickin' cold out here.
I guess this is more my thing after all. Oh, my shoulders were stiff because I've been doing stuff lately that I'm not used to.
Do you want a massage? That's a creepy thing to propose.
No, that's okay. No thanks. When Yukiko gave me one the other day, I got so ticklish that I almost died laughing. Actually, I was... Oh, you promise you won't laugh? I was studying and stuff.
Good for you, Chie. Don't push yourself too hard, though.
I'm not pushing myself too hard.
Jeez.
I'm still keeping at it.
Yeah, there you go.
I started to think studying's kind of fun. Just a little bit.
Nerd.
Thinking about Adachi-san made me wonder if he was just weird.
Yeah. Wondering if the serial killer was just weird.
I could have been just like him. Maybe everybody could.
No, he's a psycho.
No
Don't try
matter
to
how
relate
trivial
yourself to him.
something seems, it's related to my life. And that scared me. That's why during history class it hit me suddenly that the history we were studying was all connected to me. The people back then, the things they did, their culture, it's all connected. And it's tied to me too.
If we don't learn from our history, we're doomed to repeat it. Yep, that phrase holds true.
Real people laughed, cried, and died there. Math and physics too. They may not make any sense to me, but they're things I can use to help me understand the world. And when I thought about them that way, I got the urge to study harder. But it still didn't make any
Math
sense.
is hard. I don't like it.
Give up, and then I'd come back to it again. It's an endless cycle. I'm good for nothing after all, huh?
Nah, Chie, you're cool. You sure are. That's not true.
My way of thinking has
Chie,
changed
you're
a lot
awesome.
over this past year. But I think what changed the
And it's gonna be
most
hard
was
topping you in Persona 5.
I didn't hate it before, but it didn't really
The
make
chariot
me-
representative is Ryuji,
Now though, I realized that
who
everyone
looks a bit like Kanji, but I'm going to assume is like a combination of Yosuke and Chie,
It was the
and probably a
people
bit of
I believed
Kanji.
in that gave me the strength to see the case through.
How can he top
So
the
even if
awesomeness
some other
that is
idiot
Chie?
shows up again, I'll be okay as long as everyone's with me. If I believe in them and myself, I can always find a path. That's what I think.
So these all pretty much revolve around the fact that friendship is awesome, which it is. And it gives you great power, as now that we'll see. Yeah! Suzuka Gongen becomes Haredo no Okami, which is really cool, and it learns the move Dragon Hustle. Dragon Hustle is basically a team heat riser, and it's really good. Problem is, even if I worked on leveling up Chie like a lot, she could only use it like once. Why? Because Dragon Hustle costs a shit ton of SP,
No matter how far
and
away
guess
you
what
go,
stat
we
Chie
all-
sucks at?
we all
Yeah,
like
Chie's
that.
not a good mage. You don't use Chie to cast magic, and Dragon Hustle is very much a spell. And even at level 99, you might be able to get it off twice. Maybe. Even with an SP boosting item, you might be able to crank that up to a good 3. Maybe.
Welcome home.
In the end, it is a cool move. And yeah, her persona does look really radical, looking like the warrior queen with the long hair and the double-sided red lightsaber thing that's like now got a curved blade to it. But still, you know, the move it's cool, but it's a little impractical. Compared to like Naoto's Shield of Justice or Yosuke's Youthful Wind, you can't use it nearly as frequently. The gentleman that we're going to be talking to this time is a grumbling young man who's just going to be bitching about his day. Now it's time for some more cutscenes. I guess we're going to have a dream sequence now. Hey, it was the rank 10 for Marie social link. Memories of Marie. Yeah, we do need to kind of look for her, don't we? So every time you get like a flashback of Marie, Margaret's going to be calling you right after. She has left you. So it's going to take a while for Margaret to find exactly where Marie went off to. So give her some time. The real question is, why did she leave? And where did she go? I guess we'll find that out on a later update. But for now, time to upgrade another persona. This time around, it's time for Yukiko.
Hey. Thank you.
Again, I will be showing off the romantic versions of the Yukiko, Naoto, and Chie rank 11s at the end of this update.
I'm sorry to ask you here so suddenly. It feels a bit awkward going home today. Thank you. It's actually Customers' Day for me today.
And what is that?
That's a day when the inn's employees take turns being customers. We've
That's
done it
cool.
every now and then for a while, but I decided to participate this time too. I wanted to see from a customer's point of view if our inn is truly satisfying. So I asked them to sign me up.
It's nice to get out of your it's nice to get out of your box.
Oh, well, I'm always dedicated though.
See, I picked the wrong thing for these things. I picked the wrong dialogue choice for these
It made me a
options.
little uncomfortable. It was
Whatever, it
strange
doesn't
how
matter.
my mother and everyone
You're still gonna get the
else
upgraded
was
persona regardless.
welcome to me. That's why I wanted to stay out of it a little longer. But I brought this on myself. I told everyone at the inn that I hadn't planned to take over as manager, that I wanted to leave Inaba. I thought it would be me finally coming clean to everyone. But they all just laughed and said they knew already.
That kind of takes the fun out of
I
it.
didn't realize how small I was. I was surrounded by good people, but I didn't understand that at all. I had myself convinced I had to bear my problems alone. I lied to myself, looked away from small opportunities, and only put my efforts into leaving it all behind.
But after making so many good friends like you and Chie, I realized something. If I'm going to take one step at a time away from here, every step I use to run will take me somewhere I don't want to be. And if I keep averting my eyes, one day I might find myself blind to everything. When I open my eyes, I see how vast the world is. If I was alone, I think it would be incredibly scary. But fortunately, I'm surrounded by kind, supportive people.
Good for you,
Now I hope I
Yukiko.
can grow into someone that can support them in turn.
Yeah, makes sense because you're the healer. The healer I don't use anymore, but still, it's appropriate. So now it's time for another upgrade. So now, Amaterasu has become Sumio Okami. A lot of Okamis, huh? It's weird that I made an Okami reference in regards to Marie's social link, but there's just a lot of Okamis. So now we get Burning Petals. And this is a pretty good move for Yukiko because it does severe fire damage to all opponents.
Persona?
It's basically an upgrade to Maragidine.
So I can still change.
I think it's pretty cool. Because, I mean, there's not really that... You can't exactly do any better for healing spells for Yukiko.
So, I hope we'll always...
I think compared to all the other third-tier personas, Sumio Okami's change is probably the laziest because all it does is just give Amaterasu some hair. And that's about it. It's alright. It's just... Some of them, there are some better upgrades.
Welcome home.
So we got our Book of the Void. Oh, we could work as a janitor if we wanted, but nah. There's no point because Sayako's no longer works there. Maybe I should do an Okami playthrough one of these days. Maybe later. Maybe another day. Since I'm talking so much about Shinto mythology and whatnot. I like the Shiroku hostess. She's cool. I seriously wish that fish had like boxing gloves on or something. Or she just dumps protein in its tank. I've been waiting for this. Nom, 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 nom. Time to talk to another patron. A talkative man. No. Getting out of your vacation phase is fucking hard. Oh, we're talking about the Zodiac. That's always fun. Kitty cat. The kitty cat is the same as the bunny, apparently, in the Zodiac symbols. Of course, that's what she was leading up to. What looks sexier, a bunny outfit or a cat outfit? Who looks sexier from Bloody Roar, Sheena or Alice? Well, those are two different, those are like, completely different, but But hey, we're not done talking with Miss Kashiwagi. Because now we get some more costumes. Because we did so cool on our exams, she's gonna go ahead and she's gonna allow us to do a few special lessons. Which allows us to unlock some cool costumes. And by cool costumes, I mean these are the battle panties for our female characters. I get all but one, and that's because I didn't do this sooner. But, you know, the battle panty outfits are out there. You can look them up. I don't wear them, even when I do get them. Sorry. Just feels a little... You can wear them in Persona 4 Dancing All Night if you want to. It just makes you feel a little skeevy. Just... yeah, whatever. I had a bit of a hard time coming up with some of the answers to this quiz. I was thinking for a little while. Because you gotta get them battle panties. Makes Kashiwagi think for quite a few minutes. That's gotta be a little weird handing coronet armor, which I believe is for Naoto. That's gonna be a little weird handing your student some frickin' like undergarments, some just sexy armor. Hey Naoto, I know you're a little bit nervous about wearing regular girl clothes, so how about you just wear this thong? Please?
Yo.
Anyway, now it's time to upgrade Kanji's persona. Hell yeah! Yeah, Kanji's is my favorite out of all the third-tier personas. I know. Big shock. I'm a huge Kanji Tatsumi fanboy. He's my favorite character. Get off my ass. I love Kanji. Oh, I hope Yusuke is able to be a worthy successor. Because he's going for a different angle for the Emperor Arcana. Because Kanji's a huge badass, and he's hot-blooded and stuff like that, and Yusuke is an artist who's supposed to be like more cool and collected.
Sorry for barging in like this.
But hey, Matt Mercer voices Yusuke, so that's cool. He already voiced Kanji once, so it's nice to see that Matt gets his own persona character.
You know,
his own unique one, I should say.
It's about a present. What would be,
Oh, Kanji's bashful right now.
Oh, okay, let me start over. I want to give someone a present. I don't know what they'd like, so I thought I'd ask for your advice. It's for a woman.
Deciding to confess your love for Naoto.
Confess my love? To who?
Eh.
I want to give it to Ma.
Aw, that is sweet. I think anything would work. Your ma likes presents.
That's what makes it so hard.
She likes stuff from you.
Something it wouldn't be a good idea to give her.
As long as it comes from the heart, your mom's probably gonna like it.
I am begging you. I have no idea what to give her. I want to be damn sure Mom's happy with it.
I agree with Kanji. I have this problem too. I want to get my mom something cool too.
Oh, it was just for an exam though. She's out already and doing totally fine. But the tests seemed like they were rough on her, so I want to give her something like a hospitality award.
Damn it, Kanji! Stop being so cool. You're so awesome, Kanji.
Teasing me.
You're the best character in this game, bar none.
I went to go visit her while she was there. It was hard for
Why doesn't Kanji get a spin-off game or a spin-off
there, Mom
manga?
said, "You've changed."
Frickin' Rise and Naoto get their own spin-offs, but Kanji doesn't get shit. It's bullshit. I want more Kanji, damn it.
Funny, huh? I ain't too bright and I keep causing her all this trouble. She says she's proud of me.
Man. This social link does stuff to me. It really gets to my heart.
I'm the one who should be proud of her. She raised a punk like me without a single complaint and worked herself to the bone, and no one thanked her for it. I feel like I need to give her some encouragement now and then. Getting kind of leaky here.
You and me both. Damn. Kanji's just the best Kai.
I have changed.
He's so good. He's so cool.
I got to know you guys.
It's like a big old teddy
I was
bear.
so mad that people saw me as some weirdo that I tried to get back at anyone who looked at me funny. I wasn't holding my head up high. I wasn't proud of myself. But getting to know you better made me realize something. I don't think it matters what kind of guy I am.
No, it
As long as I can
doesn't.
hold my head up high, Ma's gonna be proud of me. Still, I want to become someone that Ma and you guys can be proud of. So I'm gonna spend my life keeping myself in check to make sure I don't lose my way again or start lying to myself.
It's good on you, Kanji. Good on you. You're the best character. And of course, for being such a fucking awesome guy, Rockton Mao is going to evolve into something even better. Rockton Mao becomes Takeji Zaiten, who gets an even bigger mustache. And now it's all white with red flames. The man's way. Oh. Now this move is a little disappointing, but I still like the man's way. Because I wasn't expecting it, but it turns out to be really cool. The man's way isn't a massive physical attack, which I was hoping for.
This must be another me.
But instead,
And I'll keep changing
it does like
however
a
I want to
cool
from here on out.
Goemon pose, and there is a chance that it will knock over all your
I'm gonna fight
opponents
for others
and make
instead
them
of just for
dizzy.
myself. I'd rather die protecting something that matters than worrying if I can win the fight. I think that's the way to be.
Damn
One day,
straight.
I hope I can be strong enough to protect you too.
I'm counting on you, Kanji.
It takes a hell of a strong man to say that, Sensei. We've got a long way to go.
Yeah.
Well then, let's make that gift. My present to Ma. I got some tools for you to work with too. It's cold out now, so maybe something warm for when she goes to sleep would be good. Hey, how about a crocheted hugging pillow you can put a hot water bottle inside? I'll call it a warmy yarny. If we work together on it, it'll be a masterpiece.
Oh my god,
Sensei's
that's
always
awesome.
gonna Tell her stories about you, so she'll love this. Man, I'm glad I asked you, Senpai. Wasn't this a great idea?
It was the perfect idea, Kanji. Don't put the anime sweat lines. That's the best idea ever. More Kanji, please. So anyway, the friggin' man's way, Kanji's ultimate move. He'll do a Goemon pose, say a really cool line, and then all the enemies have a chance that they will jump up and fall on their asses, and then you can do an instant all-out attack. Sometimes it'll work for only one opponent, sometimes it'll work for all of them, or sometimes it'll work for none of them. But I still think it's a pretty good move. Doesn't take up that much SP, but oh man, it's great. Kanji is the best. I will say this all day, every day. Kanji Tatsumi is the best character in any JRPG ever. He is my all-time favorite. And Atlas had better do... Atlas has made a freaking mountain for them to, like, try to surpass. Can Yusuke surpass that? You know? I'm looking forward to Yusuke, because I'm seeing some cool stuff. I'm seeing some really cool stuff with him. I like the Emperor Arcana in a lot of the Persona games. And I'm super stoked that Matt Mercer actually gets his own unique Persona character as opposed to just picking up after Troy. So, I'm looking forward to it. I saw that trailer. Looks pretty good.
Welcome home! I've been waiting forever and ever for this day! Now, come in. Give me one of those, honey, I'm home kisses.
And now it's time for another one of those really good cutscenes. Strangely enough, Kanji's not here for this one. Give him all you got.
My pheromones are too powerful. I came on too strong.
No, Narukami just
It's all a mistake.
takes all comers. Narukami doesn't care.
The day Nana-chan comes back, so I've been practicing hard to greet her. Oh,
So you
I
want to
know.
mac on
Sensei,
Nanako?
What does it mean to glomp somebody?
Oh,
And I'm pretty sure it's romantic.
oh, this is good. This is good. Here's a fun activity for you all to do. find Sam Riegel, and then all glomp him at once and saying, "This is how you do it, Teddy. This is how you glomp someone." Yeah, here we go. Better to show than tell.
Bear hug. I can do that.
Playing Muscle Blues.
So fast. I feel like I'm being swept away.
I like that it's playing Muscle Blues. They knew.
What the hell are you two doing?
Dojima's reaction is perfect.
Teddy's here too.
What the hell are you idiots doing?
Nana-chan, you're all better.
Oh my god.
Easy there, Nanako. You don't want to get hurt again.
P4G just adds the best cutscenes to the base game.
Doctor said I'm all better.
Well, she's been so strong this whole time. Who am I to argue? I owe you a lot for this, so I've gotten us a fancy dinner for tonight.
Yeah.
Look, we bought sushi, and it says premium on the package. That means it's super fancy.
That means it cost extra.
Kohara.
So yay, Nanako and Dojima are back.
I was able to say hello to Nana-chan, so I guess I'll be going now.
You're going home already?
Nanako, he probably tracked in bugs.
Sensei won't be lonely
In fact, he
anymore,
definitely
so-
tracked in bugs.
Plus, I'm not a family member.
Bullshit, you aren't.
Sensei, so I can stay here?
You're Big Bro's friend and my friend. Friends can stay here. Right, Dad?
Don't worry about it. It's just sushi. We're celebrating today.
Pops, I'm such a lucky bear.
Does Dojima have any idea what that bear comment means? He's like, whatever. Does he know that Teddy's being literal and not just metaphorical or whatever?
It's shinier than usual.
Like, he knows. Does he know that Teddy's an actual bear or what? Whatever. Maybe only we know that Teddy's a magical bear person.
Big Bro, I love sushi. It's so good.
Oh, shoot. I forgot to ask them not to put wasabi on it. Here, Nanako, I'll scrape yours off. Which do you want? Maybe we should have split it into separate portions first.
No, it's so good, so good.
Don't take all of it. Teddy's gonna eat all of it before anyone gets any. So yay, Nanako and Dojima are back. So life returns back to normal. Oh, I wanted to play with him. I like how Dojima's going like, you know, maybe I should do something as your legal guardian. You know, I'm just saying. No? Okay, whatever. Time to go to the pub again. Oh, and this time all 4 of the previous guests have shown up. So this time around you can actually choose who you want to talk with. So which social link attribute do you want to work on is really the question here. I, of course, decided to go for the brave old man. Because he's cool. So we're not going to be seeing Teddy's rank 11 just yet. On another update, we will. And Teddy's rank 11 is really cool. His 3rd tier persona looks great.
Yo!
But for now, we'll save that for another time. Yeah, I guess the case is finally closed, except now we have a missing persons case. That may or may not be resolved. depending on your opinion of Marie. Since I do kind of want to resolve that whole thing with Marie, we are going to be seeing where that leads. But if you don't like Marie and you just don't care, hey, feel free to just say, nah, rather not. And you don't have to. I was looking for Teddy because he shows up in the Juness department. But instead, we'll head to Okina City. And we're gonna do something that I haven't shown off just yet. Cafe Chagall. This guy pretty much markets his coffee as, it is a pretty wicked experience. One sip of the coffee and you're gonna have a trip, bro. Something might happen if you drink his coffee. It's like, we've already beaten Adachi and I'm just now showing this off. But it has some pretty cool benefits to it, which I'll explain after this cutscene. So this guy has an older brother who became a Buddhist monk. Okay, that's a cute little reference to Persona 3. In Persona 3, there was a Buddhist monk that you hung out with in a bar. At, actually, that Tatsume Port Island, that little club that Rise got us into that one time. He hung out there all the time. I forget what social link he was for. I'll look that up. But yeah, your mouth goes numb. And then you frickin' pass out. So... I don't know how he stays in business. So yeah, the monk was named Mutatsu, and he represented the Tower Arcana. So, if you notice for some of your Persona's techniques, there's a little card right by them. Those are skill cards. That's how Marie's able to actually give you skill cards for you to use on your other Personas. So I'll be using this a little later on, again, just to go ahead and upgrade Izanagi further. You're still a child. My coffee's too mature for you. It's funny how coffee is going to be kind of a key point in Persona 5, considering the guy that you hang out with, that game's Dojima, does run a coffee shop. Anyway, time to do some romantic rank 11s. So what does it look like when we're romantically involved with Naoto? Whenever we try getting her third tier persona. Again, these are just minor changes in dialogue.
You have my gratitude.
It's nothing too severe, nothing too different, but still. I figured I may as well go ahead and show off the little bit of differences here and there.
This place is covered in snow too. It's chilly, but I like the winter and its tranquility. Things have become so peaceful lately. I finally feel like I've gotten used to it. The people of Inaba are thinking about the events that transpired and are making an effort to make the town better.
It's good to see that those people are no longer obsessed with the fog.
Such as bringing back old festivals. It would seem that they're trying to revitalize the town commercially, but I think the people yearn for connection. But as time passes, everything fades away eventually. Whenever I handle a serious case, I always come across a certain problem. Man can forget about painful memories, and in doing so, wipe away tears and learn to stand up again. But because we forget, we repeat the same mistake that caused those bad memories in the first place. Being able to get used to difficulty is a strength, but people make mistakes because they get set in their ways. But after meeting you, I feel as if I've found an answer to these doubts. I feel that as long as you can find something precious in your heart, something to protect, you'll be okay. And as long as you have that precious someone, no matter how much you forget, you can strive for a better future.
These are good words to
Of
live
course,
by.
I have people who are precious to me as well.
It really
That's
feels
why
like
I'm
it's
thinking about doing
really
whatever I
completing
can
the
for
social
them,
link.
too.
Makes it
This
come
isn't
full
just
circle.
about me.
It's just a nice
I
little
draw my strength
update
from everyone
that Persona
else.
4 Golden has added.
They keep me alive. I've never considered things like that before. And, of course, the ones who taught me to think that way are none other than you and all my other friends. Thank you. Really.
I really do like Yamato Takeru because I like the mix of whites and blues. But I feel like Yamato Sumeragi looks pretty cool. Because it's got the red, white, and blue. And it's got that, like, luxurious golden hair. It looks pretty cool. And it's also got, like, a rapier katana thing. Because it's got, like, the little handguard. And Shield of Justice is just awesome. One of the best moves. And it also exudes a bit of femininity with the hair and the new
There's
form.
a new power budding in my heart.
Kind of like Naoto fully accepting that she's also a
I
woman.
wonder if this means that I'm still capable of change. I'm going to keep learning from here on, and as long as I do, I can always change. That doesn't just apply to me. I'm sure the same can be said about you, too.
And
Love
here's the
is
change.
Frightening. It often brings out a part of me that I wasn't aware of. But no
Oh,
matter how I may be, you will accept me as long as I'm not deceiving myself.
Seekers of Truth.
And in turn, I want to stay true to myself so that you will continue to love me.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, you just surprised me.
Apparently it's very easy to surprise Naoto.
I'm the one who brought it up, but now I suddenly feel embarrassed. I
She's got those blushy blushes.
forever.
Yeah. A lot of the Fortune Arcana is just surprising Naoto. Next one.
Snowflakes falling on your face.
Yeah!
So what does Chie's romantic rank 11 look like? It looks a lot like the rest of her social link, which is training in the snow. As usual.
My moves are as sharp as
Of course
always.
they are.
I guess this is more my thing.
Training in the
after
snow
all.
would be a pretty effective,
My shoulders were
pretty
stiff
effective
because I've been
workout.
doing stuff lately that I'm not used to.
Still gotta ask for the massage.
Huh? No, that's okay.
It seems more appropriate since they're dating
Nico
now.
gave me one the other day. I got so
Just saying.
ticklish that I almost died laughing.
You learn an interesting tidbit about Chie.
Actually, I was... Oh, you promise you won't laugh? I was studying.
Narukami doesn't seem like the kind of person who would just, like, laugh at somebody for trying to apply themselves.
I started to think studying's kind of fun. Just a
I've said it once, I'll say it twice.
Thinking about
Nerd.
Adachi-san made me wonder if he was just weird. But then I thought, if my life had been different, I could have been just like him. Maybe everybody could.
How are you, like, the Joker in, like, one bad day makes you
It's related
like
to
a
my life,
Dachi?
and that scared me.
I'm just saying, that's kind of messed
During
up.
history class, it hit me suddenly that the history we were studying was all
Like with
connected to
Batman,
it.
it's like, he's clearly has a shit ton of bad things that happen to him, like his family dying and having to fight criminals all the times, and one bad day could turn him into the Joker. That makes sense. But with Chie,
Real people.
Nobody like initially close to her has died. Not that we know, at least none that we know of. She has a giant dog who she likes, and she watches kung fu movies.
Understand the world.
How is she one bad day away from being a dachi?
The urge to study harder.
Whatever.
Still didn't make any
Romance.
sense.
That's what we're
So
focusing
I'd
on.
Give up, and then I'd come back to it again. It's an endless cycle. I'm good for nothing after all, huh?
But no, Chie, you're not good for nothing. You're totally awesome. Even though I do not use you in my party. Which is sad, honestly. Because I really like Chie. She's really cool. I just feel that Kanji fits the niche for heavy damage dealer a little bit better.
I didn't hate it before.
Although her, like, team-up attack is just great. Galactic Punch just knocks a motherfucker out of the arena. Like that. Just knocks him out, just boots him out of the battle. Which is pretty useful compared to Kanji's Atomic Press. Which just damages everybody.
Thing shows up again. I'll be okay as long as everyone's with me. If I believe in them and myself, I can always find a path. That's what I think.
So yay, Chie's persona evolves, yet again. I seriously like the design of Chie's ultimate persona, her third tier I should say. It just looks so cool. Cause it has like the big black flowing hair. And those like white tassel things. See, that looks cooler. Compared to like Yukiko's evolved persona. Yeah, this one is a clear, like, it looks similar enough to the previous evolution, but it looks a lot, it adds more stuff. Like little things, but it makes it even more cool, it just makes it even cooler.
Is this power mine?
Yukiko's just added hair.
I wonder if this'll help me do more to protect the ones I love. That includes you too, you know.
Oh.
What? No, I'm gonna be the one protecting you. I mean, I love you more. Wait, what?
Oh, this social link is adorable.
Sheesh.
It's just adorable. And Aaron Fitzgerald really gets into it. I think it's adorable and it's cute. I like it. I like it a lot. Anyway, I believe it's time for Yukiko to get up to rank 11 romantically.
Hey.
So what does the romantic version of Yukiko's rank 11 look like?
Thank you.
Seriously though, if I had to come back to this, Yukiko's third tier persona is probably the weakest. Like everybody else has a really cool upgrade. Even if it's only a minor change, they look like distinctly cool and different. Naoto's gets that red uniform and the flowing blonde hair. Chie's looks like a barbarian or a warrior princess thing. Kanji's gets an all white and red flames like it's Jin Kazama, and an even bigger mustache. Yosuke's gets a freaking like fire afro, an afro made of the sun. And Teddy's looks pretty cool too. And also Rise gets the like telescope head thing. It's great.
So I asked them to sign me up.
This time I decide not to screw up.
You think so?
Choose the right option here. Yeah.
I played customer once before, too, but it made me a little uncomfortable. It was strange having Mother and everyone say things like, "Welcome."
That would be a
to
little
me.
awkward, wouldn't
That's
it?
why I wanted to stay
Having
out
your
of it a
parents
little
treat you
longer.
like a customer.
But I brought this on myself. I told everyone at the inn that I hadn't planned to take over as manager, that I wanted to leave Inaba. I thought it would be me finally coming clean to everyone. But they all just laughed and said they knew already. It made me realize how small I was. I was surrounded by good people, but I didn't understand that at all. I had myself convinced I had to bear my problems.
Hey, we're part of a team. You don't have
I lied
to.
to myself.
Everything's
Moved
cool.
away from small opportunities.
Everything's happy
Put my
now.
efforts into leaving it all behind. But after making so many good friends like you and Chie, I realized something. If I'm going to take one step at a time away from here, every step I use to run will take me somewhere I don't want to be. And if I keep averting my eyes, one day I might find myself blind to everything. When I open my eyes, I see how vast the world is. If I was alone, I think it would be incredibly
Again,
scary.
teamwork.
But
Hey,
fortunately,
that's
I'm
cool.
surrounded by kind, supportive.
Yeah,
Now I hope I can grow into someone that can support them.
because you're the healer, so that makes sense. I may have already said that before, but still, it works. The healer always has to support people. See, because this change right here, it just doesn't seem that dynamic. It just doesn't seem, as cool as the other ones. Like, her tassels get a little bigger, and she gets hair, and she turns a little more gold. It just doesn't look as different as the other ones. I mean, it still looks nice. It still looks cool. Like, even, the weakest of the third evolutions is still cool looking. I'm not saying Sumio Okami doesn't look great. I'm just saying, compared to everybody else's drastic change, that one's just a little bit smaller.
My persona? Hey,
What's the romantic version of
I can
this?
still change. Ever since
There
I
it
fell in
is.
love with you, I felt myself changing into someone completely.
Now Okami will do that to you.
I keep finding sides of myself I never noticed before, and I love every.
Yeah.
It would make me happy if you did too.
There you go.
Please, continue to stay.
Alright, well, on the next update, more social links, and who knows, maybe we might actually find out where Marie ran off to. Who knows? Until next time, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next update.